Here we go again. In this episode, we're gonna talk about the creation of Adam. Remember that Adam was not the first human. Adam was actually a half monkey man, like a Neanderthal or a Cro-Magnon, what you call it. So that's a joke. That's not the first human. So there's different theories. You know what a theory is? Like a conspiracy theory is something without a foundation necessarily. So I'm trying always to think in a specific way, like you need a foundation in order to build something upon it. So a theory is not something that holds on to. But again, I'm debunking something very interesting, because there's experts talking about it, but nobody tells you what it represents for real. And before we go out in space, go into nebula, Orion's nebula and all stuff that represents this picture and the brain and all that. Yeah. We're getting to something else. We're gonna get there soon. Here's the brain theory. You're gonna read it yourself if you need it. And then you have the placenta, the womb theory, which is very close. And yet they say in the end, oh, we don't understand what the children are doing in the background and what do they represent. And oh yeah. And you're gonna hear it from me. You're not going to hear it from these experts, which makes me apparently an expert, I guess. Wouldn't you say so? It does make sense. What I'm about to say, it makes a lot of sense. But it's still a huge thing. I imagine that I debunked this picture. Why? Because I'm an artist myself. So here's the Orion Nebula. Again, it's a theory. Look at the big letters, nice and easy, beautiful. They keep on giving us dreams, cosmos, and all kind of beautiful things. Here's the real deal. We have God in the middle, and we have the womb. That fits, all right? Is the feminine part and the masculine part. Right in the upper corner there is the clitoris. It does look like it doesn't. You don't have it on the brain. That thing sticking out there, as well as the bluish thing, which represents the fluid coming out of the womb or of the vagina, right? So the blue, it's always representing some sort of like water, kind of, right? And here's the anus. You can also see it. It does fit. So here it comes. This is actually the representation of the sexual intercourse. So God is the phallus. That's why the hair, if you look at his hair, is white, because that's semen. That's what it represents. And guess what? You know, when you unite the female with the male inside the womb, what do you think you're gonna get? There's the female and male. You get babies. Yes, indeed. And this is, you see, I tell you what the babies represent. And what do babies become? They become the man, the Adam. And what is a man? Have you ever thought about it? What is the word a man? Meaning maybe is just one man. Amen to this, and man to that. Amen. So, it's nothing special. The sexual intercourse. And you call me a perv. But this is what it is. This is where you're coming from. Why is it dirty? Why is it dirty? Isn't it where you're coming from? It is. Sexual intercourse is what you make it. Da, 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 da. Damn right. It is what you make it. But we eat what is being given, isn't it? As well, the information is been given as the food. We don't think. That's the real picture. This is the original.